Thank you for joining me for this full body release. I always find that these always work out the best when I listen to my body and I don't have anything too much in a plan form. So if you feel you need to hold a stretch for a little bit longer, hit pause or just carry on working through the video at your own pace. Okay, so we're going to start feet parallel, hip distance apart. We're going to do a couple of roll downs to start. So you're just going to drop your chin to your chest, rolling down through the spine all the way. So one thing you must remember, even in a stretch class, is that you always want to be aware of your muscles in the whole body, especially the core, because everything is coming from that powerhouse, that center of the body. We want to have that core nice and activated, rolling all the way up. Good. Head is the last thing to come up, and we go down again, rolling chin to chest, down through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Soften the knees. Release the upper body. Let's do one more. All the way up. Good. And last one, all the way down. Feeling each vertebra. Good. Placing the hands down onto the floor. We're just gently going to stretch the back of that left leg. Stretching it out behind you and bending. Other side. Stretch and bend. Stretch, bend, stretch. Good, now we're going to do both legs. Stretch them out and release. Let that head hang completely. There's no pressure in the back of the neck, no tension. It doesn't matter if you're touching the ground or nowhere near the ground. You're doing what your body can do. Stretch and bend. Last one. Stretch and bend. Good. From there, we're just going to walk the hands forward. We're going to step the right leg forward into a nice deep lunge. So as you can see, my front knee is at a 90-degree angle, and I've lengthened my back leg out behind me. Then I'm gently going to drop that back knee to the floor. So that is where my body is in its full lunge. I'm going to untuck that back foot. I'm placing both hands on the inside of my knee. And now I'm gently letting gravity pull that hip down towards the floor. I'm not pulling and trying to get that hip to touch. I'm nowhere near there. I'm just letting gravity gently pull that hip down. Now, if you do have more range in your body, and you can slowly lower the elbows down onto the floor. Going to take a deep breath, and as you exhale, again, just let that pressure push the body down towards the ground. Big inhale and exhale. Deep breaths, always deep breaths, especially in a stretch routine. Even though you're going to get that heart rate up, you want to focus on as deep an inhale as you can. We want to move those lungs. Full expansion, full contraction. Good. And then you're going to go back up onto the hands and then gently push back. So the back leg is at a 90-degree bend. My front leg is nice and straight, hands on either side of that leg. And I'm gently pulling my body down towards this extended leg to wherever it feels comfortable. And then you just big inhale. As you exhale, sink into that leg. So we want a nice, strong 90-degree angle with this back leg. If you can, release the head. Get that head down to the shin. Another breath. Good. We're going to go back forward into that lunge. And now from there, you're going to lift, if you can, lift that back foot up. I'm going to grab the left foot with my right hand. So it's the opposite arm grabbing it. If you can't reach, that's okay. If you want to try and get a pull on that leg, you can always put a strap or a towel around this back leg and use the towel to pull the leg in. You feel a nice stretch along the front of this quad. Deep inhale. As you exhale, sink into it a little bit more. So never pulling on any of the joints. You always just want to feel like the stretch is happening like chewing gum. It's slow and controlled. Deep inhale, deep exhale, lengthen the shoulders down. Good. Slowly releasing that back leg. We're going to lift that back knee off the floor. From there, we're going to take those arms up and we're going to place them back down. And again, lifting the body up, engaging the core, and back down. We're going to do one more. Engaging the core, squeezing the glutes, lift, and lower. Good. From then, I'm going to rotate to the center, to the front. I'm opening up this knee as much as I can. I'm sinking down into this posture. I flex my foot just to give me a little bit more range. If you can have that foot pointed. And then just gently aiming to get the sitting bones towards the ground in the direction of going down. Back is nice and straight. Breathe through it. And again, engaging the core and then gently lifting up, going to the other side. So when you're working in angles that aren't quite comfortable for you or natural, I want you to work as slow and as controlled as possible. So you want to work properly. You don't want to just throw your body out from one position to the other, because that's when we get injured. So really listening to what the body needs. Deep inhale and exhale. Sink down a little bit more. Good. And now we're going to go through to the center. Turn those feet in. You're going to place your hands onto the floor as close as you can get them, and then bend those elbows. Pull the body down. If you can get your elbows onto the floor, great. If not, and you need an extra bit of help, hold onto the backs of the ankles and just gently pull the body through. Deep inhale and exhale. From there, you're going to rotate those legs out again, and you're going to drop those hips down. So now we're in a nice open hip position, and just gently push the hips down. If you can, lift those hands onto the elbows onto the inner thighs, and just stay down into that center. We're just holding it here. So no one said a stretch class is going to be easy. You're going to feel your muscles kick in. Good. Placing those hands back down. Turning to the other side, we go into the lunge. So step that back leg out. Lengthening the back leg to a nice strong straight leg. Gently lower that knee down to the ground. Unhook the foot. And then gently release this hip. Breathe through it. If you can, place those elbows down. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Good. One more breath. Back up onto those hands. And now you're going to stretch that front leg, bend that back knee to a 90-degree. Hips are square. Hands on either side of the leg. And I am pulling my body down towards that leg. Again, go to wherever is comfortable for you. Never feel like you need to try and get your stretch positions to be like anybody else's. Everybody's body is different. So just listen to what your body needs. Good. Back into that lunge. And now we're going to grab that back foot if you can, if you want to. Lengthen the shoulders down. So obviously, the longer you hold the stretch for, the more it's going to release. Sometimes you might feel like one stretch in particular is what your body really needs. So hold it there for as long as you feel you're getting the release. Slowly place that leg back down. Tuck the toe under, and we go into that lunge. Lift. And hands down in front of you. And again, engaging the core, squeezing the glute, lengthen the leg behind you. And down, last one. Up. And hands down. Good. From there, you're going to place that leg back behind you into a plank position. You're going to push back into the downward dog, and you're going to extend one leg straight up behind you, and then externally rotate it. So you're opening up that hip as much as you can. Inhale and exhale. Good. You're going to go all the way back to the plank position. Place that foot back down and to the other side. Extend the leg up and then externally rotate. Keep the shoulders square. Open that leg. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And back to the plank position. We go one more each side. Lift that leg all the way up. Now from there, you're going to bend that leg over and it's gently going to drop onto the floor. From here, I want you to use your abdominals to push back and up. Good. And back to the plank, other side. Lift that leg up. Open it, let it fall over, control that fall. Down, use your core to push back. Leg extends up. Back into the plank position. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1. Place those knees down, open them up. Push back into a child's pose, reaching those arms forward. We're going to step the right arm out all the way to the side and you're going to walk that left arm to meet it. So we're rounding and bending in that upper body. Push the bum back as much as you can. So as we take those arms forward, the bum's going to want to lift up. I want you to push it down. So you're really feeling a stretch in this opposite side. Deep breaths. Walk the hands back to the center. Other side. And push back. Reach those arms forward. Good. Back to the center. Onto the hands and knees. Now we're going to extend that right arm up, opening, lifting that arm, opening the chest. Take that arm, thread it through onto that bottom shoulder and head, the side of the head so you're supported. And I'm opening my left arm up. I'm just letting it fall back. Good. Place that left hand down and open up. And one more. Thread that arm through and open that arm, top arm up. Good. Other side. Engaging the core as you lift. And we go left arm opens all the way up. And thread that arm through. Opposite arm opens up. If you find you sit at a desk a lot, or even hunched over your phone, this is a really good stretch to do at any point in the day, just to help release and open all those tight bits. And one more, opening up. Reach up off that bottom arm. And through. And you can do as many of these as feels good for you. Deep breaths. Release into the movement, into the different postures. Place the hand down. Engage the core onto hands and knees. We're going to go into a few flexion and extension, engaging the core, rounding out, tilting that pelvis down and dropping your chin to your chest. Now I want you to uncurl the spine from the bottom. So leave the chin to your chest for as long as you can. One vertebra at a time. You're articulating slowly through the spine, lifting the head very gently. It's not a throwback in the head, it's just a chest lift. And rounding all the way up. Drop the chin to the chest and uncurl. All the way and rounding up. Good. And last one, uncurl. Good. Straightening out the back, tucking the toes under, lifting those knees up. You're just going to walk the hands back and round all the way up. We're going to go into a glute stretch. So there are two options. You can either do this one standing up, where you stand, you can hold on to something if you need to, cross the one leg over, and then hands onto the floor. If you find you can't get to the ground to support yourself, you can lie on your back, cross that one leg over, and then pull that opposite leg in. Breathe through it. With every exhale, feel like you sinking down more into that stretch if you're standing, and then just pull the leg in a little bit more if you're lying on your back. And last one. Good. Crossing the other side over. Pull that leg in. Push that knee open. Whether you're lying on your back or standing, pull those shoulders down away from the ears. Nice strong back, core is engaged. The whole body is still working. Good. Okay, from there, you're going to either roll up to the hands and knees to here, or you're going to just turn around. Ball, stretch the legs out. You're going to let the head hang completely. Just a little shake in the head. Release the neck. No tension in the back of the head. Good. And now we're going to go again into the stretch and bend of those legs. You're going to definitely feel that it's slightly easier now. It might even feel less neural. And bend. Other side. Stretch and bend. Keep alternating. Bend, stretch. One more each side. Good. And bend. From there, you're going to just step the legs out into a plank position. So you're going to lower those knees onto the ground, and then you're just going to gently lower those hips down. Lifting the chest and slowly lowering the body down. And again, lifting the chest up and down. One more. Lift and lower. You're going to take those arms out to the side. We're going to do a little cross over. So lift the one leg, extend it up and over, aiming to get it to touch that back hand or anywhere near there really. Engage the core, back to the parallel, other side, up and over, lifting up this knee. The more you lift the knee, the more you're going to feel that twist and rotation in the waist. And back to the center. One more each side. So whether you're moving fast, a little bit faster like we are now, or holding this position, it's really nice to get that rotation in the back in a different diagonal to what we usually do. So it's usually a forward fold that we rotate. So just nice for a change. Good. And then push the hands into the floor, back into the child's pose. Release the body down and just sink into it. And exhale. Last one, inhale and out. Good. Tuck the toes under, walk the hands back, and slowly rolling up. One vertebra at a time. You want to roll from the bottom of the spine all the way up to the top. Let that head hang completely. The head is the last thing to come up. And rest. Good. I hope that released the body a little bit. It's a nice stretch to do before you exercise, after, on a day you just feel you need to relax. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.